Good morning, sir.
So very good morning. uh, Hope everyone is fine at home.
Yes,
Mm,
sir.
yes. So in the last class, so we have discussed about this brand rejuvenation. So let us start this class. Okay, as usual, please give your attendance in the chat bar. Okay, so I'm going to consider that. So now, brand rejuvenation. So hope you know. Just I'll quickly revise this. Making our brand younger. Okay. So to make the sales, I have shown the figure representation also. How whenever we see the sales are decreasing, we do some changes. We make our brand younger to look. So then it will become as a brand rejuvenation. So we have taken some examples also. So these are some examples. Now we have discussed the what are the objectives of the rejuvenation, why we do the rejuvenation. Whenever customers feel boredom, okay, to sustain in the market for the long term, so we go with the brand rejuvenation. Am I correct? Okay, let us today discuss about the brand relaunch or product relaunch. Now uh, okay, brand relaunch. So let me share you. Before discussing that, I want to show you one thing. So please watch this advertisement. Just you see this advertisement also.
चैंपियन फिर से बीमार
पिछले महीने पेट दर्द, अब खांसी जुकाम, कमजोर तो नहीं पड़ रहा?
ये नहीं, शायद आपका साबुन कमजोर पड़ रहा है, जिससे कीटाणु रह जाते हैं यहाँ से यहाँ। फिर बीमारी, इसीलिए लाइफ बॉय इसका सिल्वर शील्ड फॉर्मूला दे बीमारी वाले कीटाणुओं से 100% बेहतर सुरक्षा। बड़ा लाइफ बॉय अब सिर्फ 20 रुपए में।
Yes.
टेक टाइम। हाथ धो लो नहीं तो बीमार पड़ जाओगे।
See, if you see that advertisement, see what is that advertisement? Why I have shown that advertisement means. Let me take Lifebuoy. Okay, I want to tell about the Lifebuoy. See, in 1980s. Okay, so whatever the advertisement I have shown, that is 1992. But in 1980s, 81, 82, 83 also. So most of the houses, they do have a most of the villages, we can say, I can say, okay, used to have every house they have a life boy. The sales of life boy at that time in 1980s 1990s was very 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 high. Okay, why I'm telling it is very very high means because See the advertisement, whatever they are showing, and also the cost of that life boy, and also the soap, the quantity of the soap, how they are getting. Okay, so the price of that life boy, and the second thing is the quantity. Now the size of the life boy has been decreased. Okay, but if you ask your parents, okay, you just ask your parents or someone in 1980s or in 1980 81 that time, the Lifebuoy soap, the quantity they have given is very, very big. Okay, the whole family. Okay, if they use the whole family also, that soap they used to get for a month. Okay, so the quantity is like that. And also the second thing is the price. The price was very, very low at that time. And the third one is so the way they said, if you use our Lifebuoy, your health will be perfect. So that is the only one thing they have used by using the sportsman in the advertisement, and they have promoted, and they have succeeded, and they have succeeded in 1980s, and the sales were very, very, very high. Okay, later on, what happened later on? So into the market, there are many, many competitors has entered. Okay, many competitors are entered into the market. So new soaps has come, new people has come, new what is it, uh, of course I want to say that the needs and of course the desires of the customers also changed. The mindset of the people has changed. See, I have already said that. So in the past they used to have only one soap for the whole family. If there are 5 members in the family, they will have only one soap. But nowadays, if you observe every home, okay, so the children are using, for example, for babies. Okay, if you have kids at your home, maybe the infants or kids, you are using baby soaps, Himalaya products or Johnson and Johnson or any other soaps we are going to use. Okay, coming to youngsters. Okay, if a girl or a boy are there, the boy is going to use some other masculine products of soap. Girl is going to use another soap, and father and mother, they used to go with some other products, common products. So what is happening here is the mentality of the people. Okay, the mindset of the people has been changed from there. So at a home, okay, at a home, there are 4 to 5 brands they're using, but in the past 1980 or 81, they used to have only one soap. Okay, so that is one thing. So the quantity was very big, and also they just to focus that. So nowadays, if you say soap means, we always concentrate on beauty. Okay, yes, we have to look very beautiful, or we have to look very handsome, and also fragrance. Okay, but in those days they concentrate only soap means they have to remove the dirt. Okay, and they have to be healthy. So at that time, the people mindset is different. Now the people mindset is different. So based on that only, what happened here? Okay, they used to have a focus on things. Okay, now if you see the advertisement, if you see the advertisement of what Lifebuoy, the concept did not change. Okay, the concept did not change, because there they said that in the past, in 1992, the advertisement is telling very clearly that if you use our soap, you keep we keep your health. Okay, we keep your health good. Now also they are telling that indirectly, if you use our product, the germs will be killed on your body, and also avoid some flus, etc. and etc. What I want to say here is, if you see there, now through this advertisement, they also promoting their product, they can also use by the children. Okay, no need of other soaps for them, you can use for the children and the whole family. The concept they kept is very safe. So, but the way they are projecting their brand is different. So that is what we call as a relaunch. Okay, here relaunch, we have a different things. Maybe you may change the whole product, you may change the whole flavor, you may change the brand name, you may change the tagline, everything. Or you may change the distribution level, or you may change the way of connectivity with the people, etc. and etc. We call all these as the relaunch only. Now let us see what is a relaunch. Okay, relaunching a brand. Relaunching a brand means thinking beyond a new design. Okay, relaunching a brand means thinking beyond a new design, or a new name, it means going deeper. Okay, it's whatever the name we have now. Okay, whatever the name we have now and everything. If you are changing all those things, so that what we call it as the relaunch. But still, so that may be the definition or meaning of a relaunch, but don't keep that only changing a name, changing a logo is not the relaunch. And of course, we have methods that we are going to discuss in another 10 minutes. Okay, so what is the relaunching of a brand? Relaunching a brand means thinking beyond a new design. Okay, design means maybe a product or maybe a process or a new name. It means a going deeper. Okay, next, a successful example, yes, whatever I have shown, that is a life boy. So if you see here, from being an economic or normal bathing soap, it was repositioned in the health and wellness group. Okay, now I want to discuss this point also. See, I have already said you that life boy means, okay, the sales are heavy in 1980s, and that too the sales are heavy at villages, because those times the family members in the villages are heavy. Okay, joint families, we can say joint families. So if they buy the soap, the quantity is heavy, they can use for many days. Okay, and also it is economic. So if you see the villages, the people of villages are very very focused on the life buy, but they want to change the position of that things, that yes, this soap is not only for the village people or not only for this. So they also focused, okay, of course this provide health, and this is also for the wellness group. If you see here in the advertisement, whatever shown in the new advertisement, so the frame and everything, the background, the doctor, they show that. So some employees son, they are using their, what is it, a doctor is proposing that life by soap for the employee's son, means, so upper class people also can use this soap. So what all this is, this is what we call it as the relaunch. Okay, so moving on to the things, what are the objectives of a relaunch? Okay, so main objective of the relaunch is just to change the opinion of that product. Okay. Yes. Now let us see according to the, what is it, slide, to bring it to a better level in terms of sales, yes, market share and profit than what its current position reflects. Okay. Now why we go with the brand relaunch means, yes, so whatever the sales we have today, whatever the profits we have today, whatever the market share we have today, okay, if you want to improve them, if you want to increase them, we always go with the relaunch. Okay, we always go with the relaunch. So that is what we say. First of all, the first objective of the brand relaunch, to bring it to a better level, to bring it to a better level. Just a minute. Okay, to bring it to a better level in terms of sales, market share and profit than what its current position reflects. Okay, next, what is the next objective? You can say to relaunch the brand and reposition it, to relaunch the brand and reposition it for faster growth and market share. Okay, so as I already said that in the life by example, okay, what is that, why we do the relaunch the brand means to reposition in the mindset of the customers and foster growth and market share. Okay, so the another objective is to relaunch a brand that has failed due to an inappropriate marketing mix. Okay, when we do relaunch is sometimes sometimes okay, so what we do is if you fail in a marketing mix. Okay, for example, what is marketing mix? There are 4 P's. What are those 4 P's? Product, price, place and promotion. Okay, in these 4, if you are failing to do that, for example, product, okay, the ingredients, whatever they're using, the design you are using, the product, that everything, and also the price, if you want to penetrate with the market, see, all these we call it as the marketing mix. Let me tell you one example for the relaunch of this marketing mix is the Boro Plus. Okay, if you remember the Boro Plus, this is a seasonal product, we can say. This is the seasonal product. Most of this Boro Plus will come, we can see advertisements before the summer starts. at the time of January and February, you can see the advertisements of this BoroPlus in the television. Am I correct or not? Okay. Then what happened here is, so whenever at the first time, okay, if you see that, I think before 80 years, whenever you started this BoroPlus, okay, so whenever they launched this BoroPlus, first they failed. Okay, first they failed. They failed means, so maybe the product, or before that we have NiceSeal, the other products we have. Okay, but so the distribution, or whatever, they failed in promoting their product. Then they have come up that if you buy one, sales promotion. Okay, they kept that as whatever the products they have, whatever the stock they have, they want to sell that. So what they do is, buy one get one free. So then they have taken 1 year gap, or 1 year again they have come into the market with a new strategy, with a new strategy. As BoroPlus has failed in the marketing mix, in promoting the product, in pricing, in product design, or in attracting the customers, in communicating the customers, everything. Then what happened here is, so they have failed that, and now they have come up with the things, and then they succeeded. So that is one, we can say, the best example for the, okay, yes, that is some objectives of the relaunch. Next, going on to the, moving on to this relaunch. Okay, now let us, we have completed the objectives of relaunch. Relaunch is to improve our sales, to improve our market share, to improve our profit, whatever today we have, okay, that we have to improve. So for that, what we do, we do the relaunch, and of course to change the mindset of the customer, repositioning. Hmm. So, and also whenever you fail in an appropriate, what is a marketing mix, then we are going with the this. Okay, let us go with the uh, brand relaunch method one. Yes, here I want to speak about three methods of brand relaunch. How this, what is it, marketers relaunch their product. Okay, whenever they fail in marketing mix, whenever they want to improve their sales, whenever they want to improve profits, whatever, and whenever they want to reposition the product. So maximum they use with the three methods. Okay, now let us study these three methods one by one. So the brand relaunch method one. Okay, here we don't have any names. Okay, so but we have a three methods of brand relaunching. So what are these three methods of relaunching? Here is first one. So this is the slide related to how we are going to relaunch with the method one. Okay, yes, how this is the one is, just remember only one line for every method. Okay, see the first one, see, keep all elements of the mix the same. All elements of the mix means here marketing mix. Keep your product, keep your price, keep your promotional elements, keep your place, that is a distribution, and everything, all elements remain same here in the first method. Okay, see, in the brand relaunch method one, okay, we are keeping the elements of mix, that is marketing mix, same. What are the marketing mix here? Product, price, place, and promotion. We are going to keep all these same, but okay, but what we are going to change here is, we are going to change, or we are going to reposition the brand in the minds of the customers. Okay, see, we are not changing any design, we are not changing any logo, we are not changing any name, okay, or any elements or any attributes, and also we are not changing any prices, also we are not decreasing or we are not increasing, and also the distribution level also keeps same. However the product is available in the market, the distribution is also same, and also the promotional activities are also same. But okay, what we are going to change here is, just we are going to reposition the brand. Reposition the brand means changing the mindset. This is the product used for this, not for this. Okay, reposition the brands in the minds and hearts of the customers. So that is the first one, first method we can say. Okay, now if you see the next one, the same whatever I explained, that is the second one. Nothing is done to the product, the pricing, or the distribution, as I already said you that, but the communication and the entire reposition exercise changes the perceived value of the brand. Okay, whatever the communication mix, whatever the promotion mix we have, means the way we are promoting, the way we are reaching the consumers or customers, we are going to reposition that and the perceived value of the brand. Whatever the customers are perceiving our brand today, we want to change that value. That only we call it as the first method of brand relaunch. Okay. Now, what do you mean by communication mix? Okay. See, if you see the third one, we have a one word called the communication mix. That is, the elements used would be in the area of the communication mix, including the packaging. So, what is that communication mix? Let us see this slide. Okay. So, communication mix. So, communication mix also we call it as the promotion mix. Communication mix is also called as the promotion mix. Is aimed at not only creating awareness, okay, not only creating awareness about the product or service, but also at, you underline that word called, persuading the customer to use and experience it. Okay, promotion mix are always focused on, yes, many of the people think that promotion means is giving one advertisement in the television or giving advertisement in the magazine or a newspaper. That's enough. Okay, so our job has completed. Customers will come. Customers will buy the product. No. See, if you see the definition of the promotion mix is, we have to persuade. So we have to occupy the minds of the people, and we have to attract them, and we have to compel indirectly. We have to compel indirectly. Okay, so customers to use and experience our product. Okay, if you see the elements, if you see the elements comes under the communication means, in the figure representations we have sales, promotion, advertising, personal selling, word of mouth marketing, interactive marketing, direct marketing, public relations and publicity, events and experiences. See, here we don't want to discuss every point, just I want to tell that what is the communication mix. See, what is brand relaunch method 1 means, keeping all the elements in the mix the same, we are going to change the perceived value of our product in the customer's mind. That is repositioning the mind. So how can we reposition the mind? Keeping our advertisements the same, means through the same channel. Okay. Then what we are going to do is, we are going to change the concept here. Okay. We want to change the market people. So mindsets of the people. So that is what we call it as the communication mix or promotion mix. Communication mix or promotion mix is, so these are all the, whatever the, see here, in the figure we have 8 things. We may use all this. Okay, that's what we say the brand relaunch method 1. If you see the last lines, this approach is usually followed when consumers have accepted the product, found it affordable and available, but do not want to use it. See, again read that. So very interesting. Why we do the brand relaunch and why we use this method 1 means, whenever we see this approach, this method is usually followed when consumers have accepted the product, they like our product, found it affordable and available. Found it affordable means the price is good. See, the first one is the price is good. Affordable means the price is good, and available. Available means the distribution, the place. Okay, the one of the P in the marketing mix, available. Okay, the price is good, the place is good, but do not want to use it because they don't want to use it because if it is affordable, it is available, but still they don't want to use our product because they feel it does not match their needs or aspirants. Okay, hope you understood. Because that is because of the mindset. Okay, so it is good product only. Okay, the price is low. Okay, and also I can available very easily from the shops, but still why I'm not using means because this is not my need. Okay, this is not going to satisfy my need, keeping the psychographics in mind. Okay, yes. Now what do you mean by psychographics? You come across in the marketing or demographics. Okay, based on the location, based on the place, based on the siege. So sorry, not age, based on the gender, we are going to have a demographics. What do you mean by psychographics in mind? Means psychographics means the values they follow, the attitude they have, the aspirants means the customers, based on the customers, based on their personality. okay, based on their values, based on their interest, based on their lifestyles. Okay, all these we call it as the psychographics. So for example, psychographics means, let me tell you one thing. Okay, a product is available for very cheap. Okay, for psychographic, what is it? Very cheap, and also it is available very easily. But still, there are some customers that will not buy that. Okay, because of their lifestyle, as that is not branded one, or as that is a low branded one. So they want very high. So you know this best example for the Apple people. Okay, Apple users, Apple phone users, iPhone users. Okay, iPhone, what they always treat is, whenever they're using iPhone, they will go for the upgradation of iPhones only. They will not come back to any of other brands because it is their lifestyle. So we can't say that they are high class people. They want only so very what's the expensive products. Not like that. Okay, if they are middle class people also, once they started using their lifestyle like that, okay, they always go with that only. So I have already said you in one example also that whenever they are buying the clothes, whenever they are buying the clothes, the branded clothes of only one brand, they always go with that only, because their lifestyle, their attitude, we can say. The same way here also, when we use this relaunch, that is the first method is, yes, the price is good, the availability is good, the product is acceptable and everything, but people think that yes, this product is not going to satisfy my need. Then so for changing them, for changing their mindset, we are going to use this method, and that what we call it as the brand relaunch. Okay, moving on to the second method. Moving on to the second method. So let us discuss about the method two of a brand relaunch. So when we do this, a brand relaunch two is change the channel and distribution strategy. See here. Okay, change the channel and distribution strategy. Yes, what is the brand relaunch two is, in the first one we are going to reposition. We are going to reposition. We are keeping all the marketing mix. Uh, yeah. Here, what is the method two it is keeping? It is going to relaunch a product by changing the distribution channel. Means in the marketing mix of 4 P's, we are going to touch the 1 P. Okay, we are going to change this 1P. In a method one, all four we are going to keep common. Okay, keep common, but small changes will be happening. Not changes, I can say repositioning happen in the promotion mix. But here in the product, sorry, in the brand relaunch, that is method two. What we are going to do in 4 P's, we are going to change the place, that is a distribution strategy. Okay, see here, if you see, other elements may be working, other elements may be working, but the distribution channel may be ineffective. Okay, but the distribution channel may be ineffective due to the choice of inappropriate outlets, or even ineffective trade margins and marketing strategy. Okay, yes, now what is here? The 4 P's: the product, price, place and promotion. Okay, what they're doing is, what they're telling, these 3 P's are working very well, that product, price and promotion. But when we this have the brand relaunch, that method two is, when they see that the distribution channel is not effective. Okay, when we say that the distribution channel is not effective means, whenever a customer want to buy the product, whenever a customer goes to buy the product, if they find that, if they find that the product is not available for them, okay, and it is tough to take that product or to bring that product, then we call it as the ineffective distribution channel. So hope you understood. For example, I'll go and I want to buy a product, immediately I will not buy that product. Okay, so stock is over, after 10 days it will get, after 15 days it will get. So then that is somewhat difficult to buy that product. So there we can say the distribution channel is ineffective. At that time, what we do some distribution strategies. We change the strategies of distribution. So that it's also, we call it as a method two of a brand relaunch. So this can be linked with sales effort, sales organization and structure. Okay, and the next, if you see the last line, this happens in cases where the product is accepted. This happens in cases where the product is accepted, its awareness is high, but it is not available, as I already said. Okay, so awareness is high. The product awareness is high at that places. Means yes. For example, if I spray. Okay, spray means any deodorant they want to use or any spray they want to use. Yes, as soon as they think a Park Avenue, think that Park Avenue, they recognize, they recall the brand. That is a brand awareness. Yes, I want Park Avenue because you have seen some promotion, etc. and etc. Now you go to the shop. Okay, so sir, will I get the Park Avenue spray? Then they said that no, sir, that brand is not available here. Then there, what happened here is the distribution channel is weak. Means yes, the customers who are living there, they are aware of that product. They are aware of that product, but still the product is not available. Okay, so that is what we say. This happens in the case of product is accepted and aware, recall and recognition is happened, is high. Okay, but there is no things. There is therefore wastage of advertising money. Yes, 100%, right? So you are advertising that product in the magazines, that are advertisements through what you say in digital marketing, in your sales promotion, etc. and etc. You are doing much of advertisement, but through your advertisement people got aware of your product, but still that product is not available. Then what is the reason of giving advertisement? It's a waste of money. So that's what we call it as the brand relaunch method 2. Okay, so these are the two methods we can say. Moving on to the third method, that is the brand relaunch method 3. It's very simple, and I can say it's all vice versa of a brand method 1 and brand method 2. If you see, it's a revamp. Okay, it's a revamp a revamp of every element of the marketing mix, including the brand name, the product, ingredients, pricing, and bring out with a new price and bring it out as a new avatar. Okay, hope you things. For example, think that the product has failed in the marketing mix, then only we'll go with the brand relaunch. Okay, so when the method 3 we are going to involve, okay, when the method 3 we are going to launch, we are going to launch the method 3 when means whenever, okay, everything has failed, then the product will vanish from the market means will not available for some days, maybe some 6 months, 7 months or 8 months. Then you come up with a new name, with a new brand, or with a new product ingredients, or with a new price, or with a new anything. So you are totally changing all the elements of marketing mix. That product we are going to change, the name, the logo, the design, the ingredient, and also the price. Whatever the price we have may increase or may be decrease based on the quality and based on the quantity, and also the pricing, that is a place, the distribution channels, and everything we are going to change, and of course the promotion also. And everything if you change, then that we call it as the brand relaunch method 3. Okay, yes, what is method 1? See, I'm speaking about the relaunch, that is brand relaunch 3 methods. The first one is keeping all the 4 P's same, and we are going to reposition the customer's mindset about our product, the perceived value of our product. Okay, that is method 1. Coming to the method 2, what we are going to change here, we are going to change simple thing, the other things keeping same. Okay, we are going to change the distribution channel, changing the strategy of the channel or a distribution strategy, that is distribution. So that is the second one. Coming to the third method of a brand relaunch is everything, all the elements in the marketing we are going to change. So marketing mix we are going to change. This is all about a brand relaunch. So this is a brand relaunch method 1. Okay, brand relaunch method 2, and also the third one is a brand relaunch method 4. So this is about a brand rejuvenation and a brand relaunch. So this all comes one by one. So why we do rejuvenate means for young, to make our brand young, to sustain in the market, to have a good sales, good profits. Okay, so in the process of the rejuvenation, sometimes there is a chances we get to relaunch our brand. And what is that brand relaunch means? So the maybe with the new come, okay, maybe changing the distribution channel, maybe the strategy of the distribution channel, changing the repositioning, and also any element of our marketing mix. If you are going to change, then what we say, it's a relaunch. Okay, so that is all about the relaunch and brand rejuvenation. Now let us go moving on to the things. We see how the brand is working. Okay, so now we are going to relaunch, we are going to audit, we have the equity, we have the brand image, and also rejuvenation, and everything will have. Okay, how we have to monitor the brand. Okay, we have to monitor the brand in 3 levels. Okay, that's what we call it as the monitoring the brand. So monitoring the brand, we call it as the 3 levels, that is the firm level, product level, and consumer level. Okay, so let us discuss these 3 levels before going to things. Okay, so these are the how we are going to monitor. So why monitoring? Okay, so that is a big question may be raised. Sir, everything goes good and everything. Yes, why monitoring? See, yes, we should have a confidence. Okay, we should have a confidence, but not the what we always use this word. We should have in the management also. We should have a confidence, but not the overconfidence, right? The same way we should have to, of course, with a lot of efforts, with a lot of strategies, with a lot of good efforts only, we are going to introduce the brand, okay, into the market. Okay, maybe the market brand relaunch, maybe the rejuvenation, maybe identity of the brand, whatever. Okay, now, so for brand equity, we'll have the brand audit also. Okay, now we have to monitor the brand, how far our brand is working, how far our brand is working, and how we are going to monitor our brand, how we are going to monitor our brand is so we are going to monitor our brand in 3 approaches. Okay, and 3 levels we can say, that is a firm level, product level, and the consumer level. So what is a firm level? Firm level means the decision makers level, the topmost level. Okay, and what is the product level? Here is only we are going to concentrate how far the product related to only the product, that is maybe the product mix. Okay, product mix, what is the product mix including here? The product mix is including, okay, maybe the product length, width, and depth, and of course the product consistency. Okay, so we are going to check, or we are going to monitor the brand in the product level also. And coming to the consumer level, yes, this level is very very important. Okay, so because monitoring firm level, it always includes only financial terms. Okay, how far our brand, how far our brand is giving revenue. Okay, how far our brand is generating profits. Firm level, always people will think that in the financial level. So in the firm level, of course, we are going to discuss in a deep manner. Okay, so yes, because I have already said that it's a decision making people where they sit and always think that how our brand is working and how it is going to generate the things. Okay, in the same way here, but in the product level, we always think about what changes should be happen. Okay, or any new thing should given to the product, and etc and etc. We are going to think. So that is what we call it as the product level. And coming to the last one, that is the consumer level. Consumer means we always focus how our brand is working on the consumers. Okay, and also how far the consumers needs are satisfied with our brand. So this is all the things we have focused. Okay, let us discuss in the next class how the monitoring the brand can be happen. Okay, so that will discuss firm level approach, product level approach. Hope everyone has given your attendance in the chat bar. Okay, so students, I'm going to consider that attendance only. The people who have given on the chart, and most of the people telling that, sir, we have attended, but now attendance, yes, if you attend, you just give your attendance in the chat bar. Okay, so meet you in the next class. Be at home, be safe. Okay, thank you, bye.